1 is 3. 3 is 4. 4 is 1. Now, this isn't some logic puzzle, nor is this some Gnostic Nietzschean incantation. This is the promise delivered by Aldi to anybody who purchases one of their boxes of wine. This is Aldi's Winking Owls Cabernet Sauvignon box. And as you can clearly see marked here, one box, 3 liters is equal to 4 750 milliliter bottles of wine. 1 is 3, 3 is 4. Welcome back to the Budget Sommelier, where we review wines that won't break the bank. I'm your host, Luke, and today we are reviewing another Aldi wine, however, the first in the Winking Owl series. I decided to start the Winking Owl series with a box of wine because boxes are funnier than bottles. Indeed, anything that is large is typically funnier than things that are small. Think about a fat man falling off of a motor scooter or a large boulder rolling down the street. These things are funny because they are large. Now, before we get into today's wine review, I want to address some comments, some criticisms that I've been facing. People are saying, Luke, Mr. Budget Sommelier, you don't actually have any wine training. Your tasting and flavor notes seem to be disconnected, scattered, bad, unhelpful, useless, vain, easy to make up on the fly. Clearly, you're a budget sommelier, but you're not really a sommelier at all, are you? Dear viewer, these people who make such criticisms, they don't know me like you do. They don't know the amount of training I've gone through to get the level of qualification necessary to run a comedy wine review channel on YouTube. Not only do I have a sommelier degree from the University of Phoenix Online, I have read every book under the sun about wine. French wines, I've read the book. Italian wines, I've read the book. How not to be a pretentious asshole when talking about wine on the internet, read the book. German wine, read it. Californian wine, I'm in the acknowledgments. There's one person on this website that you can trust to know wine. It is me, Luke, the Budget Sommelier. So now that we've addressed the elephant in the room, we can now move into our wine review. As I said, today we are reviewing Winking Owl's boxed Cabernet. Again, one box equals 3 liters of wine, which is equal to 4 bottles. Now that's one of the promises on here. The other promise I really enjoy is fresh for 30 days. So that means that you don't got to crack and finish the box in one sitting like some people would like to. No, this is something you can keep in the house for quite some time. That is the patented microplastic technology that seals in the freshness for 30 days. It really seals in the freshness. So if you have a drinking problem like me, or like anybody, maybe not me, anybody can have a drinking problem. It's not even a problem, really. It's just something. Look, all right, let's not point fingers here. We're just talking about drinking 3 liters of wine out of a box. There's nothing wrong with that. What are you, some sort of puritanical, what are you, a Baptist? We love Baptists. Yeah, we love Baptists. So yes, fresh for 30 days, 3 liters of wine. And the other thing that's really helpful, I am a budget sommelier, even though I am the most qualified sommelier on YouTube, they actually tell you a bit about the wine on the back of the box. It shows you where in California it's located. I'm not the budget geographer, but I'm pretty sure that star is not in the Napa Valley. Taste, dry. Style, full-bodied. Full-bodied wine, full-bodied man, full-bodied. That's kind of funny too, if you think about it. Notes. So here are the flavor notes. Not going to give you those, because if I gave you what the box says and then I say it later, how would you know that I wasn't reading off the box and it was actually from my palate? So I'm not going to give you the notes. What it pairs with food-wise: pasta, all kinds of pasta, lasagna, tagliatelle, bow tie pasta, pasta salad, pasta sandwiches, pasta with white sauce, pasta with red sauce, pasta with no sauce, all sorts of pasta, roast beef and steak. There is no There's no comma between roast beef and steak. So this box of 3 liters of cheap wine, oh, $15, by the way, it's $15, so I forgot to say that. This 3-liter box of cheap wine pairs well with the famous dish that everybody knows, roast beef and steak. So next time you're cooking roast beef and steak for your family, make sure to bust out this box of wine. Temperature, best served at room temperature, which we are in a room. I have not adjusted the temperature because I knew we needed to. It's got some give to it. We needed to have the right temperature to serve this wine. So $15, 3 liters. So we're looking at about $5 a liter, which is not too shabby. Well, I'm not going to do 15 divided by 4. Like I said, I went to the Phoenix University online for a sommelier degree, so I don't actually know how to do off the top of my head 15 divided by 4. If you know the answer, dear viewer, comment down below what 15 divided by 4 is, and we'll give you a shout out in the next video if I remember. So we've gone through the origin, the taste, the style, the food pairings, the temperature. Now we're going to get into the wine. So unlike a bottle, right, a box has a different method of opening it. And luckily, they've included the instructions of how to open the wine. So first, push open seal. Push to open. See, it even says push to open, in case you get lost like I just did. Push open seal. Step 2, pull out nozzle. See, I'm doing this live. I could have done this in advance, but me struggling to get a nozzle filled with clothes-staining liquid out of a box of cardboard was funnier, so that's why you're seeing me do it live. Pull out the nozzle. It is so easy. It is just simple, and it is seamless. This is one of the promises of Aldi, is that their boxes of alcohol are easy to open. So, pull out the nozzle, pour and enjoy. Well, actually, you can't pour and enjoy because there's a silver seal on the box. So remove the seal. See, you could just go out to Aldi and buy this box, but if you read the directions off the box, you wouldn't know, unless you watch my video, that you have to take off the silver seal that is on the spout inside of the cardboard box of the 1 box of wine that equals 3 liters of wine that is equivalent to 4 bottles. Today we are drinking out of my 2006. I was right. I should have just said it. Today we are drinking out of my 2006 Renaissance Festival wine goblet. I thought that it was appropriate. It's a very sturdy ceramic cup for such a sturdy box of wine. So now we're gonna pour this. Oh boy! All right, let's see here. If I stay in this chair, my wife is gonna kill me. Let's see here. All right. Oh, it's coming. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, just right to the brim. So we've got quite the pink color, got the pink bubbles. So one thing about pouring red wine, this is what they teach you in the higher level courses at the University of Phoenix Online School of Wine Sommeliers and Chevrolet Auto Mechanics, is when you pour a red wine, you get pink bubbles. So if you see pink bubbles when you're pouring wine, that's how you know it's a red wine, right? That's one of the things they covered. So let's do the smell test. I'm really getting absolutely nothing. Nothing. Not a scent about it. Well, that's because the Aldi wine box, of course, it comes in the microplastic bag to seal in the 30 days of freshness. It also extracts all of those annoying scents from your wine, right? A lot of people, they don't like that wine smells like cardamom and cinnamon and black currant, grapefruit, all this nonsense. Garbage, get it out. That's what Aldi did. They said, get it out. We don't want the smell. People are looking for a wine that doesn't smell. And they've delivered. So let's try the taste. So again, this is Aldi's Winking Owls Cabernet Sauvignon box. 1 box, 3 liters, 4 bottles. Here we go. I was expecting this to be bad. It's actually pretty good. Geez, especially for, what is that, $5 a liter? That is hot stuff. Wow. So a lot of problems with Cabernet is it always tastes like Swiss cheese. This doesn't taste like Swiss cheese. I like Swiss cheese. I don't want to drink Swiss cheese. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below if you also don't like to drink Swiss cheese. This has none of that Swiss cheese garbage that Cabernet is infamous for. What does stand out to you right at the front, he was right, that is very dry. Now, I like dry wines. We covered on the last episode how I'm not a homosexual. Maybe we'll cover that every episode just so people get the idea. Yes, the taste is very dry, but some of the notes, and I'm not reading off the box, these are the notes that I arrived at independently of what the box says. Smooth, it is very smooth. You could drink quite a few cups of this, or a few goblets, I should say. It's very smooth, velvety almost, with hints of blackberry. I'm getting a bit of the blackberry, hints of the plum, and oak. Now, there's no oak. Well, frankly, I don't know why these wine people are like, you got to have a wood taste. You need to get the taste of wood in your mouth when you drink our wine. That's not for me. It might be for you, and there's no problem with that. If you go and you're like, I need the taste of wood in my mouth, and you go to the store and look for a solution to that issue, that's your own prerogative. Me, personally, not a big fan of the wood. So I'm not getting the wood. I am getting there's a bit of the raspberry. There is a bit of the raspberry, but mostly it's that dry red wine taste that we all know and love. So most of the other wines they serve in boxes are like white wines or something, for women, cold, sweet garbage that you like put in the fridge. Maybe we'll do one of those. But I would say if you like dry red wines, this is a great option. It's fresh for 30 days. That means you can buy a box, you can finish it in 2. You can go buy another box, you can finish that box in 2 days. You get fired from your job, you can buy another box or 2 boxes at that time period. You can go through one, and then you have that rest of it, can sit in your apartment for 30 days and stay fresh while you are in county lockup for driving under the influence. That is the Aldi promise, that when you get out of jail, your wine will be waiting for you as fresh as the day you bought it. This wine I'm going to rate as drinkable. The Aldi's Winking Owl Cabernet Sauvignon box. Great value for the price, great taste. This is something I'd be proud to serve to some guests at a party. This would be wine I'd be happy to have accompanying dinner, maybe a dinner of roast beef and steak, something light like that. So thank you for watching. This has been The Budget Sommelier. If you would like to have me use my expertise from the Phoenix University Online to review another wine, comment down below what you would like us to do next. And if I get around to it, I'll be happy to. Thanks again for watching.